My name is Jean Appolon. I am the artistic director for Jean Appolon Expressions, and I also teach at the Dance Complex. I also teach at the Boston Ballet for the ECI department. So pretty much I'm very involved in Boston and also too in Haiti. I start choreographing at an early age, pretty much around my early 20s. I started to choreograph, but I started to choreograph not really trying to present my pieces. It's just like I wanted to be talking to myself because there are a lot of things that happening to me and my family when I was living in Haiti, and my father was killed in 1991 pretty much in front of us, and we were hiding in many places while I was in Haiti, and my brothers and my other family members. So a lot of the time I don't like to write too much my thoughts, so I rather really dance them. But I do write most of it. Most of the necessary part I write them, but I mostly try to really choreograph those thoughts and also to what I've seen happening around the world. So when I go traveling around the world, sometimes I've seen things that was really interesting my thoughts. So I try to choreograph on that. When I go to Haiti, it's a process because as soon as I landed in Haiti, I'm always looking at the people. I look at the country to really see what I can talk about because I'm living here and my work here is very you know contemporary. So sometimes it was like, oh no, you're not dancing Haitian because Haitian dance doesn't do like this. But a lot of the people in Haiti, when I'm seeing them moving, and I feel like I want to talk about that. When I've seen them arguing, when I've seen politicians, doing things in Haiti, when I've seen just regular person sitting down in Haiti, sometimes they express themselves in a certain way, and I feel like there's a lot of contemporary movement in that, and I try to mix it with the organic tradition that I've grew up in to really talk about. So that's the reason why I pretty much choreograph. My company members now trying to force me to go back into performance because I did enjoy performing a lot when I was pretty much being directed by other choreographers and by other dancers to dance on a piece. And I really do enjoy performing a lot. I did in my time, when I was in my early teens to late 20s, I really do enjoy the performance. But now, when I'm creating my piece and trying to really put it on myself also too, it is a hard process because speaking of the piece when I'm putting it on the dancers and now trying to emulate it in my body, it is a very difficult process, and I'm trying to do better now because I feel like I'm still young even though I'm in my early 40s. So I feel very young, and I feel like I still can speak about a lot of things that I'm expressing. So I'm trying to take the chance to really go back into the performance mode again. The work that I'm very proud of is, wow, it's a lot because I have an engagé that I just worked with at the BCA last year. It was a great way for me to think and a great way to present my culture to a foreign country. And I'm pretty much really proud of everything that I've tried to choreograph before, and I'm trying to still choreograph now. So to me, the engagé was really impacted me a lot. And also there is another piece, a peto that I did at the Green Street Studio when I had a residency there, and really talk about women strength because most of my pieces are about women because I'm very close to my mother, but also too I'm very respectful of the way I've seen women the center of houses in Haiti. They are the caretakers. They are pretty much everything. Women to me is like trees because they really kind of like help their children grow. They really kind of help their husband become better husbands. So to me, I'm very, very proud of women. So most of my work are emphasized in women's strength. So engagé also too, as some of you seen the piece might just see that a lot of the time there's a lot of gestures with the women coming in, even though we were talking about homophobia, inequality in Haiti, but the piece is the women really expressed that for me in my choreography. So this kind of work I'm pretty much proud of, engagé. I do admire a lot of dance makers, so the question is very hard to just, say one name. But I will say Ulysses Dove. Ulysses Dove, besides of my queen in Haiti who helped me develop my talent, Viviane Gauthier, who pretty much was my mentor in Haiti. I really admire Ulysses Dove because Ulysses Dove, he was a great legend, and his spirit and his movement still impacted me a lot because I watched him creating a piece for Alvin Ailey, ooh, many, many years ago called Vespers. And the way he talked about the piece, the way he really worked with the dancers on the piece really impacted me and really moved me. So for me, this guy, Ulysses Dove, who I didn't have a chance to work with, I feel like, his legacy still stays on. And I feel like every time I'm trying to choreograph, I'm always thinking of him, to trying to sit down to be able to speak about the work to the dancers, or to really be able to be in an audience to talk about my work. So Ulysses Dove really, really impacted me. One piece of advice is just really to be true to yourself. Always being true to yourself. Be organic as much as you can. And do not be afraid to really speak about what you really feel. Because what you really feel is what the audience really want to be connected with. And this is what your dancers really want to be connected with. Because if you're not true to yourself, most of the time the work that you're trying to transmit become very blur and becomes very hard for even you to work at this, with your work. So try to be very organic and try to be very authentic as much as you can, and being true to yourself.